Hey you guys, so I just went to Ulta. It's my last video and I didn't share with you guys what I got like I usually do at the end of my video, and that's because in today's video we're going to be testing a bunch of dupes. Y'all, I've seen so many similar drugstore and high-end makeup. I'm like, what are they like? So today we're going to find out, and I didn't want to ruin the surprise. So without any further ado, let's get on with the video. So I gotta admit, the product that gave me this idea was, well, Alter Ego sent me over their newest eyeshadow palette, which is called Daydream. You guys, look at this. Does this not look super familiar? So this is Alter Ego's palette. And now we have the Huda Beauty Nude palette. What? Is it just me, or do they look a lot alike? So today I wanted to test a bunch of drugstore and high-end makeup dupes and see, are they actual dupes? Yeah. But that's the product that gave me the idea. So the plan is half my face is going to be drugstore and half my face is going to be high-end makeup, and at the end we're going to compare and see, do we see any difference or are they the exact same? Thank you, truck. So the first two products we're going to start off with are brow products, and we have the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Fill Mechanical Pencil for the drugstore side. For the high-end side, we have the Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil. Alright, and we're just going to go in.
Here I am. Know it's been a while. I was in denial about my love. Here I stand. I know I walked away. Had to find the person I'd become. You should go back home. Go back home. Go back home.
Alright, so both brows are done, and the L'Oreal side is definitely a little bit darker than the Hourglass side, and that's probably because of the formula. I mean, you can tell like the L'Oreal is very gel-like, whereas this one is just like a pencil, like a straight up pencil. So it's on the more natural, lighter side. Probably a better dupe for the L'Oreal Mechanical Pencil is the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. Yeah, I definitely feel like they have a similar consistency and shape to their pencils, because this one was actually a more triangular shape, whereas this one was just a slant. This is the L'Oreal side, and this is, oh, someone's cleaning. And this is the high-end side. Alright, so we're not quite done with our brows yet. We do have a brow gel that I want to compare that I think are like exact dupes for each other as far as like, okay, not the packaging, but you'll see the wand and everything. So we first have, for the drugstore side, we first have the COVERGIRL Easy Breezy Brow. And you guys, look at the wand. And then for the high-end side, we have the Benefit Gimme Brow. And look at this wand. What? Yeah, so now we're just going to apply both to the correct side. And yeah, I'm going to see.
Go. Been there all along. You should go back home. Go back home. Go back home. Go. That's where you belong.
Wow. Alright, brow gel applied. I will have to say the Benefit for some reason is a little more precise. I wonder if it's because of the shape of the wand. I feel like it's even smaller. There you see. Yeah, Benefit Gimme Brow is definitely a little bit smaller. But I love the COVERGIRL one. I have been using that for the past month or two, whenever I got it. I forgot when I got it exactly, but I've been loving it, and it's definitely a lot cheaper. So yeah, but I mean, the Gimme Brow, not too shabby. But at the end of the day, the outcome, very similar. Alright, so next we're going to move on to the eyes, and you guys, I still can't believe this. We have the Daydream palette from Alter Ego. I'm actually going to put them side by side so you can see exactly the similarities. And then the Huda Beauty Nude palette. So this is Alter Ego, and this is the Nude palette. Now there are some noticeable differences, such as the inside of the Alter Ego is pink and this one's a nudie peach color. And I also see the placement of the shadows are not in the exact same order. Oh, and the names of the brands aren't exactly placed at the same place. But yeah, you guys, this is crazy. So now I'm going to do some swatches and show you guys, are they alike or are they not? And then we're gonna put them on the eyes. So since this isn't a makeup tutorial necessarily, I'm just gonna probably time lapse this, put some cute music in the background, and just start with the Huda Beauty palette, which will be on this side. Oh my gosh, I almost put it on the wrong side. So yeah. Alright, so here's the new Nude Huda Beauty palette eye. Alright, so now let's see if we can achieve the same look using the Daydream Alter Ego palette. It's my first time using this one, so we shall see. And don't worry, I have a bunch of brushes so we don't cross-contaminate. Both eyes are done. You guys, what do you think? Wow. And also, surprisingly, in the Daydream palette, star-crossed, this gold metallic glitter shade right here was actually more pigmented than the Huda Beauty one right here called Crave, which I found very interesting. But you guys, I cannot tell the difference between the two. Let me know through the screen if you guys can tell the difference. But wow. Both very pigmented, blendable, beautiful. Not a lot of fallout from either. Wow. Alright, moving on. Alright, so now moving on to mascara. The next products I want to compare are the COVERGIRL Exhibitionist Waterproof Mascara and the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof version. You guys, the wands on these are so similar. It's like, And the formula is also very similar. They're both very drying. But I like that because that holds a curl and makes your lashes last curly and long all day long. Tell me they don't look alike. Alright, but now let's put them to the test, like for real, for real.
Mountains, rain and snow, but I felt that I was further from the truth. In one dark and stormy night, rolling thunder, flashing light.
Alright, mascara is on. Here's the COVERGIRL side and then the Too Faced side. At a quick glance, you really can't tell the difference, but if you look very closely, you can see a little bit more volume and darkness going on the COVERGIRL side. But they do both hold a very nice curl. But yeah, this one definitely has a little more volume. Now, I don't know if it's because this is brand spanking new, so you know after a couple times of using a product, it gets a little bit better. So maybe that's why there's not as near as much volume as this lash. But again, from afar, I mean, I really can't tell the difference. So the next two products I want to compare, moving on to the face, are BB creams. Actually, it needs to be this side. So we have a BB cream, the BB Fresh from Maybelline, and then we have the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Oil Free. Now both have SPF, which is nice. Oh, the Maybelline actually has a little bit more. It has SPF 30, while the Laura Mercier has SPF 20. Oh, that's really nice. But yeah, let's see if these are the same as far as appearance, outcome, and etc. Okay, that was really quick. That was really, really quick. Alright, Laura Mercier side, Maybelline side. I will have to admit the Maybelline side, for whatever reason, was definitely a lot easier to blend and apply on my face. I don't know why. But I also noticed the Laura Mercier side, I feel like, supplies a little more of a coverage. Do you guys see that? But from afar, I mean, I don't really see too much of a difference. So here's a comparison in the formula. This is a Maybelline one and this is the Laura Mercier one. I feel like the Laura Mercier has more of a warm undertone and this one has more of a golden undertone, the Maybelline one, which I can kind of appreciate because I am more on the golden side. Also, one thing I noticed was the Laura Mercier, you can kind of smell the sunscreen, but it's nothing like extreme. But yeah, something I wanted to share. Maybelline, Laura Mercier. Alright, now moving on to concealer. These are the two products we have to compare, see if they're true dupes. So for the drugstore side, we have the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. This is their new concealer, you guys. If you haven't tried it, you are totally missing out. And for the high-end side, we have the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. Now tell me, besides the obvious difference in the cap, they do not look the same. Let's look at the wands too. The top one is Tarte and the bottom one is CoverGirl. Literally the same. If anything, maybe the CoverGirl one is a little bit fluffier, which maybe we can appreciate. It's not too harsh on the skin. Blended like a breeze, you guys. Like, what? I'll be honest, I was never too much of a fan of the Shape Tape. Guys, please please don't hate me for saying that, but you know, I'll be honest, it was just too drying for me. But we'll see how they compare. All right, CoverGirl side, Tarte side. They look a lot alike. Again, the wand on the CoverGirl one is definitely a little more fluffier, but honestly I didn't notice too much of a difference when I applied it on, and both definitely offer a bunch of coverage, like full coverage to the max. Under eye bags, where? But yeah, let's get some powder. Alright, so I just set my eyes and then also finished the rest of my eyes. Added some bottom lash mascara and a little bit of color. Yeah, still don't really see any difference. Sorry, it looks super scary right now because my face is just like one flat color. Well, now let's apply on some bronzer. So for the bronzers, I have the Fenty Beauty, her new bronzer, and this is in the shade Bajan Gal. I think I said that right. And then for the drugstore side, we have the Maybelline City Bronzer Contour Powder. And this is in a shade 300. So I find both bronzers to be very warm toned and also very pigmented. So that's why I think they are dupes. These are dupes that I personally found. Some of these I found online and some of these I like noticed myself. One noticeable difference between the two bronzers is the Fenty one has a little mirror and the Maybelline one does not, which doesn't make it travel friendly, which kind of sucks. Alright, both bronzers are on, Maybelline side and Fenty Beauty side. I did find the Fenty Beauty side a little bit warmer and a little bit easier to blend, and the Maybelline side was not as easy to blend. You guys see that? And I went in with a powder brush. But other than that, I mean, from afar, can you see a difference? So now let's move on to blush, add some color to my cheeks. So for the high-end side, we have the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Partey. And then for the drugstore side, we have the Essence Satin Touch Blush in the shade 20 Satin Love. How similar are these two, y'all? Just by the looks of it. Just by the looks of it. Very pretty. Alright, so blush is on. Here's the Essence side, the drugstore side, and the high-end side, the Tarte side. Now, noticeable differences. I feel like the Essence one is a little more pigmented, and it might have been just the brush that I used. and the Tarte one isn't as pigmented. With blush, like, you want it to be pigmented because it's the first thing to go, you know? So yeah, so that's kind of interesting. You kind of think the Tarte side is a little more pigmented, but nonetheless, such a pretty shade. All right, last but not least, well, actually we might have 2 more products left. Lips. So for my drugstore side, we have the NYX Professional Makeup Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Rome. And then for the high-end side, we have one of my favorites, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in the shade Allison. So here's what they look like side by side, you guys. Yeah, I don't know if they're true dupes. We'll see. But I found this online. Someone was saying these are dupes, so let's test that out. And I've actually never used a product from NYX, so this will be a first. Ooh, smells good. This shade is a lot lighter than it appears on the outside. Huh. Alright, now time for the high-end side. Allison. Alright, you guys, both lipsticks are on. Yeah, you can kind of see there's a difference. Like, the Anastasia one is definitely more on the rosier side, so it's got more of a pink hue. And the NYX one is definitely more on the red side, almost purplish side. But I mean, I can see what they're talking about. It is kind of the same, but ooh, the NYX one smells really good, y'all. I had no idea their lipsticks smell like that. Alright, so now I'm going to quickly set my face, and the 2 products we have are these 2. For the high-end side, we have the Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, a well-loved product. And then for the drugstore side, we have the NYX Matte Finish Finny Matte Long-Lasting Setting Spray. But yeah, these are supposed to be dupes. We shall see. Alright, so the noticeable differences, this one, the next one, smelled a little vodka-y, more like alcohol, and the Urban Decay one did not. But I mean, both had a very nice mist, and we'll just see. We'll just see if it sets my face. Alright, so here's the final product. We got the drugstore side and the high-end side. Yeah, the only noticeable difference is the lips. Like, I know we can find a better dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Allison. I know we can. And also the brows, only if you're really looking at it really closely, you can tell the L'Oreal one is a little bit darker than the Hourglass side. But other than that, you guys, we got some dupes. I'm really impressed, especially with the eyes, you guys. Like, this is crazy. What? So instead of spending $52, you can just spend $16 and get the Daydream palette. But yeah, I'll list all the products that I used on my face, dupes and not dupes, down below in my description box. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video testing out all of these dupes to see if they are true dupes or not. And I think the overall message of this video is you don't have to spend a lot of money to look good. Alright guys, well that concludes the video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give your girl a thumbs up if you did. And if you guys want to see more of this face, don't forget to put the subscribe button down below. It's red. Join the family, become a bestie, and turn on the post notification bell. Y'all, I did that a little too early. And turn on that post notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. Alright guys, I love you guys so much,